Welcome back to CAISTROLOGY, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, and today I'm going to be doing your April 2021 horoscope. Make sure you watch for your ascendant, sun and moon sign, and if you only have time to watch one today, I recommend that you watch your ascendant sign horoscope. On CAISTROLOGY, I also do tarot pick-a-card readings, tarot monthly predictions, and just a bit of housekeeping for today. There won't be any monthly tarot predictions for April 2021, but I will let you guys know when that will be returning. Without further ado, enjoy your April 2021 horoscope. Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon and Risings. Welcome to your April 2021 horoscope. The month starts off with Mercury entering the sign of Aries on the 4th of April, and with Mercury transiting your 10th house, you'll be thinking a lot more about your career and your public image at this time. For some of you, you may experience more frequent communication with your boss than what you normally do. And on a different level, something to bear in mind is that anything that you say or that you write down can become visible to the public. So this pertains to sending out tweets, text messages, being recorded, saying something. And, this can cut both ways. On one level, if you want to be in the public eye and you want some of your content of whatever you're writing or producing to be circulated, you certainly can go viral with Mercury being in your 10th house of public visibility. But on the other hand, anything that you say to another person can be used against you. So just be careful about what you're putting out into the universe. Now, on the 10th of April, Mars in Gemini in your 12th house will be squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 9th house. Both the 9th and the 12th house are connected to spirituality and your intuitive guidance. So with this tense aspect between Mars and Neptune, this can actually lead to a lot of confusion when it comes to your spiritual, religious, philosophical, and basically all of those belief systems and your worldview. Now, on a different note, you may feel like during this period of time, any action that you take is just not leading to results. And this can be in relation to any kind of further studies that you're undertaking, anything to do with education, traveling, and on a different level, this is also related to your spiritual and your religious efforts and involvement if you are involved in any of these communities. Now, this Mars square Neptune transit, although it's brief, this can lead to like a temporary loss of your own belief in yourself and your abilities when it comes to career. And that's because Mars is the ruler of your 10th house, which, as I mentioned earlier, is the career house in your chart. And Mars is also the ruler of your 5th house, which is your natural gifts and talents. So just know that this transit is very brief, and try not to take any sudden blow to your confidence at a deeper level, because this is just a passing moment in time. Now, lastly, with this transit, be very careful if you are traveling abroad. Just be mindful really of the people that you are trusting, because this is a transit which can indicate con artists, pickpocketers, theft. And also be careful with your devices and your vehicles and who you trust. And this is specifically related to if you are currently traveling abroad in a foreign country or living abroad. Now, on the 12th of April, there will be a new moon in Aries at 22 degrees, and it's making a lovely sextile to Mars in Gemini in your 12th house. So new moons always indicate a new beginning or a new chapter starting in your life. And this is really about planting the seeds over the next 4 weeks, although you may not see the results of this new moon cycle until the full moon in Aries in 6 months' time, or even the full moon in Aries in 18 months' time in 2022. Now, this new moon could indicate a new chapter starting regarding your career, your public image, or positions of leadership and responsibility, your responsibilities in the workplace or even in like a public service role. So for some of you, this could be the start of a promotion, earning a new title, changing careers altogether, changing jobs, working for yourself, or even putting the plans in motion to retire. Now, for some of you, you could see a new set of responsibilities falling into your lap, but this is something which will elevate your status in terms of your career and your public image. So I'll give you an example. You could be promoted to a high level in management or in some kind of executive team. Let's just say that you are a barista. You could be promoted to a position of being a judge. Okay, so it doesn't always have to result in earning more money or a higher salary. It could even just be the prestige which is associated with this new set of responsibilities. Now, with the sextile to Mars in Gemini in your 12th house, this actually indicates that there could be some help from behind the scenes. Now, this could be help from like a loved one who's passed over to the other side, spirit guide. It could even be your own intuitive higher self providing you guidance, and this could be received via meditation, dreaming, listening to music, even creating or producing music or some kind of artwork can lead to this clarity and this inner wisdom which is revealed to you, which basically benefits you in your efforts to advance in terms of your career and your public self and identity. Now, for some of you, you could actually receive this guidance or this assistance via an astrology reading or tarot reading or someone in the spiritual industry. On the 12th of April, we will also see Venus in Aries in your 10th house, squaring Pluto in Capricorn in your 7th house. Now, squares indicate some kind of tension and frustration, and given that this is between your 10th house of career and your 7th house of partnership, this can definitely see there being tension when it comes to your work life and your one-on-one relationships, whether that's your life partner, your spouse, a business partner, or even a close one-on-one friend. This could actually be you feeling like there's pressure in relation to your mutual resources, which is represented by Pluto, or your partner could be pressuring you to retire, or on the other hand, you could be pressuring your partner to retire. Now, this Venus square Pluto transit could also see you letting go of some of your responsibilities in the workplace, because Venus is also the ruler of your 4th house. Okay, your 4th house is in Libra, so this is about your home life, all right, with your partner not being happy with how much responsibility you have at work. There's pressure for you to let go of responsibility so that you could be home more. On the other side of the coin, it could be pressure for you to take on more responsibility at work, because again, we have mutual resources being indicated by Pluto. Now, obviously, not all of you are going to be in relationships. You may experience this Venus square Pluto transit as there being pressure for you to be in a relationship, and this could be connected to your public image, how you think it will make you look in the public eye. And also it could just be that, you feel like you should have a partner. Of course, I'm definitely not saying that that's the case. This is just that inner tension and frustration which you may experience as a result of this transit. Now, on the 15th of April, Venus will enter the sign of Taurus. So wherever Venus goes, we can enjoy the matters connected to that house. So you could be going to some kind of big event or a concert or some kind of social engagement. And on a different level, some of you may feel well, actually not feel, but some of you may experience that you are being perceived as being more attractive at this time by your wider network, by your friendship group, or even in your online presence and persona. Now, on the 19th of April, Mercury will enter the sign of Taurus, and this will be in your 11th house. So with Mercury in your 11th house, you can spend a lot more time on social media, a lot more time speaking to people online, and you could simply be thinking a lot more about your long-term goals and your aspirations, and certainly what kind of legacy you want to leave in the long term. Now, on the 20th of April, the Sun will enter Taurus, and this means that the Sun will be in your 11th house for about 4 weeks. So with the Sun here, social events are definitely highlighted for this 4-week period, and some of you may receive help or assistance from some sort of important benefactor. Now, this could be a boss, this could be someone in an elevated position in society, this could be your father or a father figure. And this could actually simply be someone who's a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, it doesn't have to be financial support. This individual could simply be a big supporter when it comes to your dreams and your goals for the future. Now, on the 23rd of April, Mars will enter the sign of Cancer, which means that Mars is in your first house. Mars will be transiting your first house for 7 weeks until the 11th of June. So Cancer, this is an amazing time for you to put any kind of action plan that you want into motion, and to put it plainly, this is a great time to get shit done. Mars has not been in your first house for about 2 years, and Mars helps us to basically take action, put the wheels into motion of anything that you want to start, any kind of new course in life, a new venture, a new business. This could be about getting fit, losing weight. So this is such a good time for you to just write out everything that you want to do, or even bring out any kind of old to-do list of like important goals and things that you wanted to achieve in your life, and to just systematically work through it and solve problems, solve issues. This is a real pivotal moment where you can change the course of your life and see amazing, tangible results. Now, on the 24th of April, Venus will be conjunct Uranus in Taurus at 10 degrees in your 11th house. Now, Uranus rules sudden change and swift upheavals. And with Venus being conjunct Uranus, we can see a lot of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings deciding to make sudden decisions when it comes to investments, okay? Because Venus is about wealth and abundance, and Taurus is the sign of investing, okay? So this can see you making decisions related to investing in marketplaces, property, because Venus rules your 4th house, which rules property, mutual resources indicated as well. And some of you could be receiving important information when it comes to where you should be investing your money. This important information could be received via friends, any kind of online community that you're a part of, any kind of online reading or research that you're doing anyway. Now, single Cancerians, I have good news. This transit can absolutely lead to a sudden romance taking place. Now, in terms of how this is coming about, this could be an introduction by a friend of a friend. You could meet someone at a networking party or at a big social event. So something like a networking event or a concert or even a charity event. Now, this could also see some kind of platonic relationship that you have, or relationship with an acquaintance turning romantic. That's another way that it can play out. This can absolutely be someone that you've been traveling in the same circles with for years, and suddenly, sparks fly and it just, a romance suddenly takes off. So that's super exciting. Now, on the 24th of April, we will see Mercury being conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And again, this is in your 11th house, it's at 10 degrees. So this can see there being a sudden revelation of information by a friend or someone in your network. So this information, once again, could be in relation to where you should put your money, but it's also to do with trend-setting behaviors and activities. This could be in relation to an exciting new business idea or a business opportunity. This Mercury conjunct Uranus transit could see there being a chance encounter where someone that you meet becomes a friend or they become a helpful contact in business for you. Now, on a different level, this nugget of information could see you put this information into play when it comes to your own business or investing further in your skills and talents. You could even receive an invitation to partake in some kind of new course or new training program or to learn a new skill or a trade. Now, on the 27th of April, there will be a full moon in Scorpio at 7 degrees, and this will be in your 5th house. Now, with the moon being in Scorpio and the sun being in Taurus, we will also see the sun being conjunct Uranus, okay? And this is in your 11th house. So for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings, this can play out in a few different ways. You could have a personal project that you've been working on, which is finally ready to be released. And I would also hedge a bet that this could be being released online, okay, because we have that 11th house influence and the Uranian influence. Now, for some of you, you could actually have a realization that you're not as happy as you thought you were when it comes to your own business that you have, or it could even be how happy you are at a deep level and at a soul level, because Uranus brings a sudden revelation and the full moon is an illuminating force where it brings things to light which we weren't aware of. Now, for some of you who have children, this could just be the end of a cycle or a chapter or stage of your child's life. This would usually indicate your firstborn child, but the 5th house rules your children in general, so it doesn't have to be your first child. And lastly, some of you could decide to do something very spontaneous. You know, it could be, basically gambling at the casino, doing some sort of daredevil activity, and it's just brought on this urge to have more fun and just, be more impulsive. That's another way that this full moon can play out. Well, Cancer, that's all I have for you for this April 2021 horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me at CAISTROLOGY, please subscribe to my channel. Enjoy April 2021, Cancer, and I will see you guys next month.